question number 11, Dr. David Clark.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister.
For Economic Development.
Sorry?
For Economic Development.
For Economic Development, yes. Thank you, sir.
Order, start. Order. The member would like to commence again.
Yes. This is a question to the Minister of Economic Development. Who is responsible to this House for spending at the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr. Speaker, I think I've answered this question for the member on at least 2 other occasions, but I'm happy to go through it again. Firstly, I refer the member to section 34(1)(a) of the Public Finance Act, which states that the Chief Executive of a department is responsible to the responsible Minister for the financial management, financial performance and financial sustainability of the department. Secondly, to section 3.5 of the Cabinet Manual, ministers decide both the direction and the priorities for their departments. They should not be involved in the department's day-to-day operations. In general terms, ministers are responsible for determining and promoting policy, defending policy decisions and answering in the House on both policy and operational matters. And thirdly, I refer the member to my response to a question from him on the same subject on the 3rd of June, when I stated that I am the Minister responsible for MB.
Supplementary question, Dr. David Clark.
Does he consider $500 plus GST for repairs to roughly handled model sheep good value for the taxpayer dollar?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Chief Executive of MB has acknowledged there was some discretionary spending in the last year that was inappropriate, and he has since been tightening up on controls.
Order. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing the answer. If members don't want to hear the answer, then instead of just interjecting, perhaps you'd be better to leave. Could the member start the answer again, please?
You don't want to know.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Chief Executive of MB has acknowledged there was some discretionary spending that was inappropriate in the last financial year, and he has since been tightening up on controls and delegations of expenditure. While that particular item and other items the member has raised has been disappointing, it is important to know that MB overall is saving taxpayers $9.5 million a year on the cost of the 4 previous agencies, and a recent further consolidation will save a further $4 million a year.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr. David Clark.
Can the Minister assure the House there was no internal misallocation of expenses at the Ministry, hiding the true cost to the taxpayer of the MB Christmas party?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, the member knows, Mr. Speaker, there was some misallocation of expenditure that's been identified and publicly disclosed, and that's currently being reviewed by the Ministry, and they haven't found any evidence of misconduct to date, but they would, if they found any evidence of misconduct, they would take appropriate action.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr. David Clark.
When will he take full responsibility for the litany of gold-plated budget items at MB when he signs off the budget and he has admitted he carries responsibility for that spending in this House?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the member I know is focused on Christmas party planning. I am not going to get into the details of planning the Christmas parties for government departments. I am focused on the overall cost of the department. I note for the member again that it is saving taxpayers $9.5 million a year, and a recent reorganisation will save a further $4 million a year. And actually, Mr. Speaker, I'm glad the member raised Sky City, because while he is sitting there focusing on party planning, Sky City, because of its work with MB, is actually setting up $700 million worth of investment in Auckland, 1,000 jobs and about 1,250 jobs in operation. I appreciate the Labor Party is not focused on.
Order.
Supplementary.
Order. Supplementary question, Dr. David Clark.
Which of the following is he most embarrassed by?
Order.
Moby's $140,000.
Order. Can I invite the member? I'm going to invite the member to start again.
Okay. Which of the following is he most embarrassed by? A. Moby's $140,000 TV screen. B. The department's $260,000 sun deck. C. The hair straighteners at the department that he can't use. D. Moby's $23,000 Sky TV subscription. E. Moby's $800,000 media monitoring bill. F. A 25% budget blowout for the gold-plated Christmas party.
Order. Bring
G.
the question to a conclusion.
Sir, there's a whole lot more.
That's what I was
okay.
worried about.
Okay. Finally, sir. We're pretty worried about it too, to be honest,
Order.
sir.
The questions now move past standing orders. Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, Mr Speaker, aside from at least one or two inaccuracies, if not more, in that soliloquy from the member, I am proud of the fact that this department is saving $9.5 million a year. I appreciate Dr Clark is way down there in the weeds, and that's where he should probably stay, but actually I'm focused on not only what the department is saving, but also the work that it is doing promoting New Zealand's development of its microeconomy and more jobs.
I seek leave...
Order. So this is a point of order?
Yes, point of order.
Point of order, Dr David Clark.
I seek leave to table Stephen Joyce's top 10 spending list compiled by my office today for the assistance of members.
No. Point of tabling documents. Order. Question number... Order. Question number 12, Kevin.